mission-driven techie who believes in the power of her creative ability and is competent to change the lives of those around her. She was a student of the prestigious Abia State Polytechnic in Aba, where she studied biochemistry. Her career goals impacted her passion to learn and expertise in programming skills that will help leverage technology to the advantage of the common man. With this, Racheal is a front-end developer who has worked on several personal projects and collaborated with other developers in building products and services. She is passionate about tech. This is evident in the Technnovation Girls Challenge, where she serves as a mentor to the girls who would want to venture into the tech ecosystem. Similarly, she is learning product design in IG Hub Network under the 2022 Entrepreneur Fellowship, sponsored by Bain and Ford Foundation. In the past 2 months, she worked with a team of competent creatives and won the Startup Weekend competition in Aba. Racheal has served as a leader and actively volunteered for community impact projects and tech-inclined activities and looks forward to working with them aimed at achieving these SDGs. If your hands are not busy, let's welcome Emily Racheal.
Good everyone. I'm Emily Racheal Timothy, a front-end web developer. So I'll be taking us on soft skill every developer needs. In as much as we have this technical skill, we are building our technical skill, there are still things that we need to be a competent developer. So we need this soft skill. So I'll be taking us on the soft skill every developer needs. Any idea of what a technical skill is?
Technical skills.
Yeah.
Basically, technical skills are the programming languages that we use as developers to write our codes. So they are the technical skills.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm just asking these questions for us to have that in mind. So, who has any idea of what a soft skill is? Yes. Okay. Okay, so we're going to get started on what soft skill is. Next time. So, soft skill are skills you possess that go beyond your technical, measurable abilities. Soft skill focus more on your social leadership, communication, problem solving, among others. So soft skills are the skills that you possess beyond your technical skills. So they comprise of your measurable, your problem solving skills and your communication skills. So now the question is, why soft skills? As a developer, you know that yes, you have this technical skill. So why do you think this soft skills is essential? So according to Peggy Clouds, soft skills get little respect, but will make or break your career. So soft skills can either make or break your career. So let's see how soft skills can make or break your career. First of all, it's up to you. You can either get hired or fired. Okay, you may say yes. Why am I talking about hired or fired when I know that yes, I want to have a startup? Even if you have a startup, you're going to work with a team, right? You're not going to do the whole thing your own. And so if you don't have this soft skill, how are you going to cope? So next one. So we're going to use Jeff as a case study to help us understand what soft skill really is and why we need to have it. Jeff is a smart coder who got a job in a big tech company. After onboarding him on the team, weeks later, the team leader noticed some traits that Jeff lacked. Jeff fails to update his team members on the tasks he's working on, his progress and the challenges he encounters. His mischievous behavior caused a lot of merge conflict in the code base and a lot of disorganization. Obviously, from all points of view, he lacked clear communication. So yes, we know that yes, Jeff is good at coding. He's a smart coder. But then, when they give him tasks to perform, he fails to update his team members. Okay, this is where I am. Even if I'm having these difficulties, he don't tell them. So what do you think that will do to the team? It will cause a conflict in the code base. So Jeff lacked communication. So this is where communication comes in. What is communication? Next slide, please. Communication is simply defined as the ability to convey or share ideas and feelings effectively. So how can we share ideas or feelings effectively? We need to speak clearly with conviction. Even if you're unsure of yourself, people will pay more attention what you say if you get it with confidence. Listen. The best communicators spend as much time listening than they do talking. Do not interrupt the person speaking. Let them say what they want to say, then chip it with your own thoughts. So these are, if you can have these qualities, you can be a best communicator. So next slide, please. So we know that yes, Jeff lacked communication. He fails to update his team on the progress, and even when he was facing difficulties, he don't tell his team members. So now we want to check another thing that Jeff lacks. The team, this part, we need to have the teamwork spirit so that we can be able to achieve great things. To benefit, you will be a better problem solving, increase potential innovation, happier team members, enhance personal growth, less burnout, and few mistakes. So you tend to make little mistakes while you're working with team because you don't get to do the whole thing alone. So let's go back to our story. Another thing Jeff lacks. You might wonder, what is Jeff good at? Earlier on, I mentioned that he's a smart coder. When I peeled more into his story, I realized there was a lot about him. Jeff lacked problem-solving skill. When asked to develop a certain feature in a product, he couldn't. His team members ended up implementing most of his tasks. Don't talk about working under pressure because he simply can't. So now Jeff is lacking another thing called problem solving. So when they ask Jeff, okay, what do you think about this? Or when they give him a task, he doesn't do his task. The team members ended up doing his task, and it's going to make the production slow. So we need to have the problem solving skill. So what is problem solving? Problem solving is the act of defining the problem, determining the cause of the problem, identifying, prioritizing, and selecting alternative for a solution, and implementing the solution. So for you to be a problem solver, you need to define the problem, determine the problem, identify, prioritize, select alternative, and then you implement the solution. You can be creative in that process and to help you while working in the team. So let's check on that thing again about Jeff. Jeff was not willing to learn. Even after all efforts to help him change, his unethical attitude, he doesn't value other people's idea in the team. No wonder he encountered a lot of errors and battled with a lot of things. Being open-minded could have saved him, but he was reluctant. So we shouldn't be the kind of person that when working in the team, we don't take ideas from people, we just base on our own ideas. So it can affect the team. If you just pin on your own ideas and don't accept other people's ideas, it's not going to work out. You can't build a good team and you guys won't build a better result. So we need to have that open-mindedness. Is it really necessary? Think of it as the art of having time to do everything that you need without feeling stressed. When we set time limits to everything we want to do, it helps us like we're able to see at the end of the day we have achieved a lot of things. Because if you don't set time to what you are doing, kind of see that okay, yes, so throughout the whole day it's only one thing I've done. At the end of the day, you've not achieved anything. So we need to set time management and make sure that yes, you are time conscious on everything. So importance of time management: improve your performance, produce better work, deliver work on time, reduce your stress. So these are the importance of time management. So now the last story about Jeff. Jeff lacked a lot of soft skills. We saw how inconvenient it was on the team. No one will ever want to work with someone like Jeff. Soft skills are very important. The way we polish our technical skills should be the same way we improve in our soft skills. What finally happened to Jeff? Jeff got fired. So we need to have this soft skill. It's very essential so that we shouldn't be like Jeff, which he lacked a lot of soft skill, but then he was good in coding, but then he lacked soft skill. So we should strive to have soft skill. Thank you.